I met a gypsy.
Yeah. So at this point, like, do you feel like you're just out of this championship now? Like, to talk about 2022?
Yeah. I feel like these last 3 weekends have been a shit show for me, to say the least. But yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow. But I at the same time, I don't think that there is any let up from my side as far as not being in it, because I think the only thing I can do right now is improve myself and make myself better for the upcoming years, you know? So I don't think that for me, I need to let up at all. I need to just try my hardest, just like I would if I was in the championship position, and just keep building my base and building my speed and learning the bike and learning the process with the team, and just so I could be ready for the upcoming years, you know, even outdoors. I think I got a lot to prove as far as my talent in outdoors, because everyone, I mean, I haven't won an outdoor. I've gotten like 20, 30 plus podiums, but never won an outdoor. So I think that's a big thing I want to get off my bucket list. I want to be good in outdoors all the way to the end, and I want to regroup and go back to the drawing board for next year's Supercross. But I mean, anything can happen, but it had to be pretty catastrophic on Tomac's side for him to mess this thing up.
Cortez would have to get hit by an asteroid.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe Putin's coming after Cortez, Colorado next. Find out.
I mean, gnarly fucking year, championship wise. I think for me, it's a bummer that, I mean, there's just a lot of like aggression, it seems like, this year. Like, I don't know that I've ever seen this many takeouts and this many guys hit the ground. And then there's also the crashes, which I want to talk probably about next. But it's like,
yeah,
takeouts have cost us the championship essentially this year from my side. You know, like Eli, clean as a whistle, like hasn't even been touched, I feel like, this whole year. And at Daytona, when you come up the inside on that second turn, I guess you'd call it, you actually didn't even touch Tomac. So like, he's squeaky clean and leading the championship. And you've been hit and taken out and taken down and taken riders down. Like, it's just been kind of like chaos for everyone but Tomac, and it seems like that has decided the championship. And I mean, it goes back to Anaheim 1, you're in third, Barsha cleans you out, you're like not in third anymore. And then it sort of just goes on from there. Then you got like the Malcolm stuff, Barsha again. So it's like, I don't know, like how do you feel about just that whole vibe of like how shit is playing out at the moment? Because it's, for me, as a fan, I feel a little bit ripped off that I'm not getting to see the two best guys battle in the championship. Like, yeah, you're still battling every weekend or whatever, but it's almost just like we've kind of just been robbed of the championship because of guys hitting each other on the track.
Yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow, and I think on all ends, you know, I think that there's one thing this year is there's a lot of team changes, you know, and I feel like let's say like Malcolm, I think that he is working at Alden's and he's working harder than he's probably feels like he's ever worked, so he feels like he has a lot to prove, you know. So just with him, I think there's a lot of aggression just in his riding, in his mentality. Like, he really feels like he's deserved those spots, which makes it way tougher to race him, because I don't feel like he's ever been in the position. I may be like saying this, but like, I don't feel like he's ever felt like he's been in the position to be on a team that signed him for 2 years. And I feel like he's working really hard and he wants to be proven, you know? So that's the aggression from his end, you know? From my end, I want to be better, you know? And if I'm being honest, like, a lot of things that I've done, I feel like I'm just really too eager. It's the truth, and it's something that I need to work on, but it's just not like I mean anything by it, but it's just tough, you know. And then with Barsha's just Barsha, dude. Like, he really is just, he's the fucking wild card of the class. You never know what you're gonna get. And then it's tough too. And then now, like, it's a kind of a shit show, and it's but I think it'll calm down. I think once all this wears off, it's like it's been 3 weekends in a row of craziness, and dude, we just need 2 calm weekends, no matter what, and just it'll let all the BS just calm down, you know.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it is, but it does suck. It does suck that the championship has played out, and realistically, it would have been cool if there was even more guys in the championship, you know.
Yeah.
And I think, if I'm being honest, if Eli had me on his butt, you know, like points wise, and he still won the championship by 3 points, I'd have made it way sweeter than it would be winning by as big of a margin as he is. And I always say this, that like the competition is awesome. You know, if it wasn't for, you know, Malcolm, Eli, all these guys, it wouldn't make my wins as special. You know, they need to be there. Like Eli, like me and Kenny battling at Oakland and me winning that made that win more special. If I would have just been by myself and won Oakland that year, it'd have been boring, you know? Yeah. So I think that's a cool thing that I understand, but I think it's, I hope that we're able to figure out this whole aggression thing, you know, and it's coming from my end too. So, so we could all be racing really well, but we all just want it. This aggression just shows how much we want it, you know, and it's just some egos out there, and they fucking want to make that money and get on that podium, baby.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.